This is LWT, part of the ITV network. It's now time to hit the rewind button as we join those cheeky chaps over at the Retro Asylum.
Hello, how are we doing? I hope you're well. Welcome back to the Retro Asylum. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. I'll do the usual checks. 1 second, and we'll get straight into it. Right, let's catch up on the old phone. Yeah, hope you're all well. It's been a little while. I can't remember the last time I did one of these. Maybe a couple of months ago now, I think. Maybe a month ago. Right, 1 second. Awesome, yeah, I can hear that. Right, there we go. Yeah, hope you're well. It's Sunday evening, having a couple of beers, chilling out with a few games. And I'm going to try something a little bit different for me. I've not done this before, but I thought we'd sort of watch the episode 1 of Bad Influence. So remember the old 90s kids TV show, video game kids TV show. It used to be on ITV, I believe, around like 5 o'clock after school. I remember watching it back in the day, sort of after school on ITV. I did watch the first 5 minutes back just to check the quality, and it was all right. It's a little bit ropey, but I mean, what do you expect? It's been captured on like an old VHS from back in the day. But yeah, it's watchable. It's watchable. The first fight, it could just get better actually after the first couple of minutes. So should be interesting. I haven't seen it in years, so it'll be interesting to see what what that's all about. And then maybe on the next stream, I was thinking I could maybe do something like, I don't know, some old one, just an old kid, you know, an old show would have watched back in the 90s, Games Master, whatever. There's loads in there we can sort of go back and have a look at. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up the chat on here because I can't see if anyone's on the chat yet. So let me find that. I did have this all set up earlier on, and now I can't find it. So in the background, we've got Zookeeper going on the screen there. That's what I'm running on the Evercade, and then on the arcade cabinet, I've got Dangerous Seed, which I'll be playing later on. Hopefully, you can hear a little bit of music in the background as well. That's so I've got my CRT just off camera, and that's going to be playing on. That's the first one we're going to play. That's Ninja 5.0. Right, let's have a look. Settings, is it? Settings. Advanced. It's in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. I remember I had this issue last time as well. Is it View? Oh, where is it? chat. There we go. Right, I've got the chat panel up now. Let's have a look who we've got in. We've got Ivan Cliff 5811. Hey guys, how you doing, mate? Paul Higgins, Higgy, how we doing? Higgy Higgins. No Robin Banks in a minute. How we doing, mate? Hope you're well. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I'm off up to Play Expo actually in October. Paul, didn't know if you was heading up there. I believe Eugene Jarvis is making an appearance as well. So yeah, that should be a pretty good weekend. Also, there might be some bits coming out this week, so keep track on the feeds for that. Yeah, I won't say anything else arcade related. So yeah, keep tabs on that. Buller 666, no arcade monitor, not tonight, mate. No, honestly, honestly, I don't know if I think I updated on the podcast after that. So I put my monitor back in the right. I put it in upside down actually. So after all that faff, it was in the right way, and then I put it in upside down, but it was the right way to play the Dodonpash games. Nothing. I didn't realise loads of the Konami stuff was then I couldn't rotate the screen on the Konami stuff within the core. So I was like, oh god, I've got to put it back after all that. And then a couple of days later, the guys that did the Dodonpash core, they brought an update out literally like 2 days later. It might have even been a day later to say, yeah, we've included like screen rotation within the core now. So I was like, oh, you're kidding. I wrote myself off that night. I was hot and sweaty. It was grim, man. It was. I've not even dared go back and watch that because honestly, I think just from looking at my face on the screen while I was doing it, it looked like my head was going to explode. It was so red. It was it was grim. But yeah, so then I had to rotate the monitor back the other way around after I basically undo everything that I'd spent that stream doing, and I managed to snap 2 cables, didn't I? On the cables that basically supply the colours from the board. So the board, so you've got your board and your monitor, the RGB cables. Snapped them. Couldn't. And I'd snapped them right in the socket as well, so I couldn't do a damn thing with it. So I ended up having to remove the socket, but of course that's on the actual monitor PCB. Never discharged the monitor before even when I've had like the Vectrex in pieces, and I went to discharge the Vectrex, but nothing really happened. It was just like a little, it was like really sort of anticlimactic. Yeah, the arcade monitor's not like that. Oh no, that thing cracked, and it scared me. I'm not gonna lie, that scared me. So it's the first time that I had to discharge an arcade monitor. Hopefully the last, because I don't want to be doing that again. That was pretty scary. And then I had to desolder each pin, remove the socket. I had to desolder the socket, remove the socket, then cut back all the cables so they were the same length, because I was a bit OCD with stuff like that. I wanted them all the same length and then basically just soldered them directly into the board. One thing I did note, I thought I'd had an issue because when I started playing Dodonpash, the screen was like flickering every like so often. Randomly, I'd just get this like flicker, as if like it was almost like the power was cutting out or something. But it was like really sort of it was blinking, you'd miss it. It was almost like the monitor was blinking. And so I was like, oh God, what have I done? And that was then I did a bit of fault invest and found that I'd snapped, I think it was 2 cables. So yeah, that was interesting. That was then a couple more days as it is. I dropped a message on the UK VAC forum and asked, sort of what should the socket, do I use like pins? And the general consensus was no, just solder it straight into the board, you'll be fine. So that's what I ended up doing, and it's been absolutely spot on since. If anything, actually, it does look a little bit clearer. This image actually looks a little bit better. But one thing I have noticed with it is that now it takes it's taken a few minutes just to warm, like it's almost taken a couple of minutes just to warm up the CRT. After it's had a couple of minutes, I get a really nice, bright, clear image. It's really, really nice, but it's really dark at first, almost like, I see it's probably the caps in it. I don't want to have to do it. I've looked at sort of modern replacements and all sorts, but yeah, I'm sort of dreading having to do that. Paula says, yeah, I did feel for you that night. It looks like hard work. It was. It definitely feels like a rite of passage, doesn't it? I think if you're going to have one of these things, then sooner or later, if you're running it with a CRT, sooner or later, I think you've got to expect that, yeah, something's going to go wrong with it, and it's going to go pop in it. I mean, this one, presumably it's had a good life. I bought it off a guy that was, where was he selling on, like Marketplace or something like that, but he just got it in his house, and he wanted the monitor to fit into his one of his Sega cabs, but obviously this is a 19, whereas the Sega cabs have got a 25-inch monitor. And so it was the wrong one. But I mean, I think presumably it had a good life. It was in good condition when I got my hands on it. But yeah, I imagine at some stage it is probably going to need recapping or yeah, a bit more maintenance than I can probably do. I've never recapped anything, but there's always a first in there. There's always a first with these things. Right. Shall we dive into some gaming? Get stuck straight into some gaming. We've got Ninja 5.0. That's going to be the first one on the Game Boy Advance. So why this one? Well, this is a 2003 Konami game. It's almost like their version of Shinobi. So this was announced at I don't even remember this. When I was doing a little bit of reading, they did it was called like a Konami like game day or something like that. And basically it was like their own sort of like almost like an E3 type showing where they'd announce games or special editions and stuff like that were coming out. And 2003, I did not remember that being a thing. But yeah, it's crazy. So we're playing this as the high score game over on the Discord channel at the moment. From what I can see, there's 3 levels: an easy, medium, and a hard level. I've got through easy. I'm getting into level 2 now on Harbour, which is like the medium difficulty sort of level, if you like. And yeah, it's one of them. Like I think it's like a bit of a muscle memory type game, you know. Once you've sort of mapped out the level, then you're going to be all right. So I think, he says, I think I could probably go and do level 1 straight off. It might take me a couple of goes, but I reckon I'd get through level 1 okay. But in order to get a decent score, I've obviously got to do level 2. Well, level 1, then level 2, and eventually level 3. But what I want to do for this one is if you just have a continues run and complete the game, because I'm really enjoying it. Bit of a hidden gem if you're into that sort of thing. Goes for crazy money if you want a cartridge, sort of a EU cartridge. You're talking a few £100, which is crazy money really for a GBA game. It did get us re-release on the Switch though. However, as of like now, this recording, this stream, whenever you're watching it, it doesn't the sort of the cartridge or the download, digital download, whichever one you want to get, it doesn't run on Switch 2 from what the reading that I've done. Switch 1 obviously runs no problem, but yeah, it doesn't run on Switch 2. I think from what I've read, they've had some issues with the Carbon engine on Switch 2. Some of it looks like it's been resolved, but yeah, who knows. But yeah, it's like 40 quid, which is, if I could get this on the Game Boy, a Game Boy Advance, I would 100% buy this for 40 quid even now. I think that's a good price, because I'm really enjoying it. It's a good little game. Right, let me know if the other stuff's too loud in the background, because I don't want it to sort of overshadow the music. What I'll do, we'll have one run at level 2 just to warm me back in. Then we'll go level 1 and then we'll see how far we get into level 2. So I'm just going to switch over to the Game Boy Advance. So that puts me a little bit lower down here. Right. HDMI audio, let's turn that on. Turn that up. There we go. Right. Hopefully, let me know. Like I say, let me know in the chat if you can hear me all right and the game audio is coming through all right. Let me know if there's any echoes or anything like that. But in terms of what I'm playing it on, it's on the Mister. As usual, when I do these streams, I try to use the Mister. What I'm going to do actually, because I've got some headphones plugged into my CRT, and it's a little bit warm with these big massive beasts on. I'm going to have them on for 20 minutes while we're watching Bad Influence. So I'm going to switch over to these headphones. Right, there we go, that's better. There we go, crank it off. Right then, let's kick back. I've got a nice beer on the go. What are we on tonight? We're just on a punk IPA tonight. Nothing too special. But kick back, relax in the chair. Cheers, Bullet, sounds good. Awesome, right, let's dive in. I've just put a little filter actually on the, so I've got a little filter running on the version that you guys are seeing. So this is using the HDMI back through into the capture card, which then runs into my PC, and I've put on the Sony PVM filter over what you guys are seeing. I think it looks really nice actually. I'm looking at that and looking at my Triniton. Yeah, and I think that looks really nice. A little bit darker than the Triniton, yeah, a little fraction darker I think, but yeah, I think it looks good. Right, normal difficulty, so it has to be on normal difficulty, and we'll do Harbour as like a little warm up. You get, before each level, you get these little, it's like a little cutscene. And it tells you who your target is. I've not made it as far as the target, so jump, shoot, melee, like your sword attack, and then you've got like a bit like Bionic Commando, where you can like fire out your grappling hook, and you'll use that. Your weapon upgrades as you go when you collect the little lightning symbols, and it is quite a slow. You know, you have to sort of take it slow, especially until you learn the levels. And there's hostages as we go. Now, I'm going to try and not trigger. There's a hostage just off screen here, so I'm going to try and not trigger that. And then duck straight away. Wait for that. So 3 shots with this weapon. And if you want the bonus points, you've got to keep the hostage. There we go. So it takes 3 shots with the weakest weapon. But if you want the bonus points, it's like a 5,000 bonus point at the end of the level if you rescue all the hostages. There we go, right. Oh no, jump. Oh. Right, I'm not going to take the heart just yet. I'm going to save that for if I need it. Oh no, I missed my buttons up. Right, these are the upgrades. In fact, I better tell you that. The good thing about this game though is the enemies stay dead as you kill them, so you can clear out a level and you know you're safe. You haven't got to worry about going back through the level. which is, I think that's a nice touch. Now in this tunnel, we're going to get some really powerful, like strong enemies, and you have to go through here to get a key to get into the next area. So if you press jump and attack, you'll get a special. I haven't unlocked enough power yet, so I've got to go up and then come back down. So now I've got enough. So that little green bar on the top, and I'm just going to try and swing this way as much as I can, get as many as them. There should be 4. I'm in trouble now. Right, got it. That was more luck than anything else. Right, so this tunnel now will be clear from the way when I go back. Wait for that to clear. Got the key. Trying to remember what colour key I needed. Yeah, yellow. I was right. And then I drop down here. Pretty satisfying when you get that little swing sort of pattern going. Oh, that was close. Now, if you kill the hostages as well, you lose a big chunk of your energy. So I don't want to be killing the hostage. Which is easily done if you forget what weapon strength you've got. So if I'd have put 2 shots out there, I would have killed the hostage. Oh, nice. Now I've got fully powered up. I've got the green. I don't know what it is, like a laser or something. Sure you can. Here we go. So now I have to go all the way back. And that's why I say the big thing with this game is mapping out the level. I find it bloody satisfying when you get it. So now all the way down to the bottom. And somewhere up here was a red door, I believe. Yeah, there we go. And that's the end of the stage, I think. So there you are, you see I got a clear bonus and I got my 5,000 point bonus for all the hostages. Evening Chris, thanks for joining us mate. Oh no. Oh, it's all gone wrong. See, what I needed to do there was keep the green laser and I can one-shot them even when they've got the sword up as a block. I'm going to struggle now. Right, to get rid of this guy, I've got to sort of swing over there. No. Oh, that guy fires down as well, which that caught me out before. So, get a few shots away like that. so back to full health, but what I need is a more powerful weapon really, so I can go... Oh no! Take out this guy here. Yeah, he's gone. Whew. And this is about the furthest I've got, I think. Take that guy out. Oh no, oh no. So I've got a key to get in there. I think take it down. Sometimes the swinging can be a little bit janky on this. Yeah, he's gone. Right. Days. So we've still got 3 hostages. What the hell are these frogs? I'm guessing I've got to grapple into there. Chris says, when are you going to play a good game? This is a good game. How dare you? No! Oh, killed the hostage. Oh, bad times. So that's all the hostages. I think we might be about to get to the boss. Where was the blue door? I just need to find the blue door. Wherever that was. Where was the blue door? Remember seeing the blue door. Oh, the swinging can be a bit annoying. Right, it's definitely not in here. So it must be right back towards the start. But I've only got enough for one hit. Not there. It must have been right. Oh my gosh, right back at the start. Oh no! Oh! Ah, nightmare, nightmare. But there we go. Yeah, that's Ninja Ninja Cop. I think it's called in some places, or Ninja 5.0. Chris says, have you been practicing before the stream? So that was the medium level. if I was going to do a high score run, then you go like easy level, then into the medium, and then into the hard. What are we doing for time? How are we in? What time did I start? It was like so we're half an hour in. Got a couple of specky games to play as well. So I can do a high score run if an attempt at a high score run. Let's do that. So no continues. New game, normal difficulty. And we'll start at the bank. I think this is a good game, man. I'm enjoying this one. It feels like a proper game as well, rather than just like I say just a high score chaser. It feels more like a proper game. So no hostages on the first stage. You can almost play this as like a run and gun. Wait for him to go. Get the key. I'm like pretty much almost sort of speed running the first level now, because you get so familiar with it. Let's go. It'd be nice if the enemies took damage from like the enemy weapons as well, but that's not a thing. Let's go. Oh no! Ah, that's annoying. I was expecting him to die then, off the one shot. There we go, end of the level. No hostages, so no hostage bonus on that one. There we go. I'm almost rushing through this now. Probably going a little bit too quick. Drop down. One hostage left. He's coming over. Oh. Bloody annoying that, because I've got to go into a little area now where. Right, so that's all the hostages. I think I've got to take. Yeah, to get the red key. It's a bit annoying, this bit. There we go. Chris, fancy a game of Manic Miner? Not tonight, mate. I've got a couple of new specky games that I'm going to try. What we got? We got A horizontal shooter. Struggling here. Yeah, we've got a horizontal shooter, and the other one is what's it called? Dreamwalker, I think it's called, which is like it's quite a nice little sort of Lemmingsy sort of platform puzzler type game. Played through the first couple of levels of that earlier, and that was nice. That was good fun to play. I only played the first couple of levels though, so watch out for him. I imagine it could get quite frustrating probably later on in the game. Right, he's down. That was close. So we've got 4 hostages to rescue. I don't think I get anything from those guys, so we'll leave them. Obviously I'll take a hit on the score, but I'm pretty sure I don't get anything from them. Right, I'll get it from this side. Oh! Go here. And that then gives me a little bit more room to get the shot away. Yellow key, 2 hostages left. Running properly low on health though. Trying to remember. I don't think I did. I was trying to remember if I left any like hearts lying around, but I don't think I did. Right, 1 left. These guys get 2 shots off. No! Oh, that was lucky. That was very lucky. Nice swipe. Oh no! Ah. So yeah, that would have then got me through that level. And the next level is the boss. Beat the boss, and then you're into the harbour level, which I'd just done. So that's Ninja Cop. I really like it. I think it's a fun little game, actually. But yeah, appreciate it. It's not every game's for everyone, is it? Right. What are we on now? Shall we do an episode of Bad Influence? Let's do an episode of Bad Influence. What I'm going to do is switch that over to there. Put them up there. Awesome, right. And then if I get the mister ready. So the next one we're playing what am I doing here? Next one we're playing is Spectrum Next. So we want Computer Core ZX Next. There we go. Let that do its thing. And let's get some Bad Influence on the go. Right, I've not tried this before, so let's take that off. Getting a bit warm. See how we get on. I need to switch this over to PC screen recording mode. There we go. And then I go to here and let's go. There we go. Right, hopefully. Yeah, let me know how it rolls. Here we go.
Hiya, welcome to Bad Influence, the only place you'll be able to see moving screenshots of the very latest games. Check this out, Streets of Rage 2.
And the main review this week is Joe and Matt Caveman Ninja on the SNES. Our panel give their opinion.
And now viewing playing from the world's leading virtual reality research lab. And it's pretty dangerous work, I can tell you.
Challenges last month.
Z Wright, our American reporter, and we'll be seeing more of Z, including the rest of his face, later on in the programme.
So like I said, the video quality does pick up a little bit.
If you're into computer games, then the Bad Influence studio is the place to be. Why? Well, we've got such a range of equipment. Everything from this, remember this, the 10-year-old BBC Micro, to the very latest in handhelds that Kate's got here. This is called a Quick Shot Supervision. What are you playing on it?
I'm playing Chris Ball. Whatever you've got, it'll be here somewhere. This one's a Neo Geo, one of the most advanced consoles in the world. But as well as games, we'll be looking at the other amazing things computers can do. Brad and Dina, our two Humanosaur characters in the video calls, were created on a paint package like this one. If you use a computer to do your painting, you can do all the things that pens and papers can do, and more.
And more.
For example, I can do freehand drawing here, but then I can choose a square brush and a bigger brush, any size or shape, and there's different colour at the flick of a switch. And that O's not very good there, so I can choose any shape I want, be it a square or a circle, and get the perfect circle there. And then I can fill it in really, really quickly. And instead of using rulers for lines, you can say where you want your line to begin, where you want it to end, let go, and hey presto. And you can use this airbrush facility as well. Oh, got a mistake there. Get rid of it in a flash. You can do airbrushing, which basically is
what Amiga play
spray painting, which you definitely wouldn't be able to do at home otherwise.
Games.
And the final one. Let's see. And one of my favourites is this. It's called colour cycling. And then you can save it to a or print it out and keep forever. Actually, this one's not very good, is it? I think I'll give it to Andy as a present.
I don't think Rolf Harris has got too much to worry about, has he? We'll be looking at other paint packages in more detail later in the series, including this, which is Super Mario Paint, which will be available for your SNES after Christmas. In the meantime, though, we do want to hear from you. If you've got computer-generated pictures, animations, graphics, anything we show on telly will get this. Go on. The Bad Influence t-shirt. We'd also like to hear from you, well, if you've got any views on anything to do with computer games, consoles, video games, and we'll give you the address to write to at the end of the programme. In fact, the address and loads of other bits of information will be in what we're going to call the data blast. To access it, all you need is this, your humble video recorder. Video the last minute or so of the programme, including the credits, which is the boring bit where everybody who made the show's names goes across the screen. Then when you've done that, rewind it and play it back. But don't play it back at full speed, using your pause and your frame advance if you've got one on your video. Spool through it slowly, and up to 50 pages of information will be at your disposal, including, look at this, some excellent cheats. I didn't know these Batman level codes.
Ah, hello you slimy furtless. Namrude here. If it exists, I've cracked it. And quite frankly, you haven't. Right, we're going to start with something really easy for those of you with small brains and blue hedgehogs. Sonic. When he appears on the screen and waves his finger, press up, down, left, right, then quickly hit the A and start buttons together. All the levels are then listed on the screen, so you can select just which level you like. Violet, this is what level 2 looks like.
Charming, that Namrude. You can't believe a word he says, except when it comes to tips and tricks. And there'll be more coming up in Data Blast at the end of the programme, so watch out for that. Now, every week we'll be reviewing the latest games. Our reviewers are all keen players, and they'll be trying out the games and letting us know what they think. This week's main review is Joe and Matt Caveman Ninja on the SNES. It's a prehistoric action-adventure.
Okay, this is great fun to play. It's really fast. It's good graphics. Oh, I've just fallen down a hole. When this happens, a little angel comes up. You jump over, you've got to hit all the pterodactyls, falling down another hole. Jump over. What you've got to do is you've got to kill all these Neanderthal cavemen, and they stole all your women folk. So you've got to battle through each level to kill that. There's lots of good things to do. Jumping, hitting people with your clubs. Basically, you've just got to run through and save everyone. Okay, I'm now on level 6, and this is where you're in the frozen caverns. I just picked up some rocks, they're different weapons. It's a great fun game. The graphics are smooth and cartoony. The sound effects are excellent, especially on this level where it sounds as though you actually are in the cavern. I've just hit 2 Neanderthal men with my rocks, and now I'm running up to get the bonus, which is extra health. All the platforms are slippery on this level, which makes it give that added realism. The music is different on every level, and that adds to the game. It makes it really addictive, and it's easy to pick up as well. It gets progressively harder as you go on. There's different dinosaurs, lots of different baddies, and it stops you getting bored. And the good thing about this game is, if you've got a friend, there's also a 2-player option. One of the best things about it is these end-of-level sprites. It's great fun to play, and I'd probably buy it. Looking forward to seeing it on the Game Boy.
I like the caveman idea, and the birds are brilliant.
It's such a simple game, but it's really brilliant, and the graphics and sound are great.
So the final scores for Joe and Mac. The boys gave it 4 out of 5, and the girls gave it 4 out of 5.
Nice, I remember my cousin having that.
Go and get a pen and paper for this one. Pauses, continues. The word of the week is level code. Well, actually it's 2 words. It's a way of jumping levels that you've already completed in a game. For example, this is a game called Dr. Franken on the Game Boy. At the start of the game, you can choose to enter a level code. Of course, there's only 2 ways you can discover the codes. After each level, they're displayed on the screen, or you can copy this down. You'll start on level 4, Triassic.
Hey, look, Andy, I'm on level 4.
That's very good, Violet. Time now for our first American report from Z Wright, who's on a sightseeing tour of Seattle.
Well, virtually.
Seattle, capital of Northwest America. Often called the Emerald City, Seattle curves around the rim of Elliott Bay.
Like, this would have been so futuristic back in the day.
That has to be my best sightseeing trip ever, and I didn't have to walk a step. That fly-through view of Seattle only exists inside a computer, but it felt pretty real to me. It's called virtual reality,
and it's one of the newest ways for computers to present complicated information. Until recently, you can only communicate with your computer in a much more boring way, feeding it commands through a keyboard or a mouse. For many jobs, this is still the best way to use them, but some people need to cope with more information than can be contained on a flat screen. Now you can actually wear your computer. You're no longer on the outside looking in. The images and sounds go straight to your senses, giving you a complete experience. There's one TV screen for each eye, and these are stereo earphones. And the knob on top of the helmet is called a polymus, and it lets the computer track your movements.
That's literally no difference, obviously, up the
And there's a whole
PSVR.
series of commands that can unlock secret worlds.
Just with lights. Simplified, obviously.
This is the data glove. It uses fiber optics to tell the computer which way you want to go. Up, down, forwards, or backwards. These fantastic worlds are not just fun to fly in, they demonstrate important new developments in computer science. They were made here at Seattle's Human Interface Technology Laboratory, or HIT Lab.
The HIT Lab was set up because there was a demand for this technology in many, many fields. Architects wanted it, doctors wanted it.
Virtual technology allows scientists to get inside the human body. You can fly around inside a perfect replica of a human eye, pulling bits off when you need to get a closer look.
The purpose of the virtual eye was to eventually develop a simulator for eye surgery. We're doing this in conjunction with a group called Orbis International, eye surgeons that go around the world to various developing countries and do surgery on blind people and teach the local folks how to do these procedures. So eventually, people learning these procedures will learn them in virtual reality. They will go in and they will see what looks like a real eye, and they'll be able to practice and be able to correct their mistakes without having dire consequences on real people.
This virtual model of Seattle's Henry Art Gallery shows how VR can be used by architects to design buildings to precise scale. The virtual worlds give them a much better sense of real space than flat-screen design packages. But the HIT Lab isn't just interested in pictures. Sound that appears to come from the right direction to make the computer world seem much more real. This shark hunt game uses 3D sound so the hunter can work out where the sharks are coming from. At the moment, this is just a prototype for use in science labs, but a big game company is already working with the HIT Lab. Who knows? One day you may take a dip with Mario or Sonic. The future's looking really good. Instead of buckets and wires, you'll be able to slip into cyberspace as easy as putting on a pair of specs. This is Z-Right for Bad Influence in Seattle. Sorry, in cyberspace.
A happening place to be. A very happening place to be, cyberspace. See you next week.
For films like Lawnmower Man, you might have thought that virtual reality was more realistic than that. But these pictures show us exactly where virtual reality is at the moment. In the film, it's just special effects.
It's also very difficult to convey what virtual reality is really like on telly because it's a three-dimensional thing, and telly, of course, is only two-dimensional. But for what it's worth, take my opinion, it's excellent. Now on Bad Influence, this week's news and previews.
Sonic's back, and this time he's brought a friend. We're playing the Mega Drive version here.
Once again, you take Sonic on a high-speed chase through lots of levels to collect rings. His foxy friend's called Tails because he's got two. And in the two-player option, you can actually take a character each and race through the levels. Sonic goes faster than he did on the first game, and Tails can use both those tails and fly like a helicopter.
The finished version is scheduled for worldwide release on November 24th.
So look out for that. Don't forget also the Future Entertainment Show from the 5th to the 8th of November at Earl's Court. All the latest in video games and virtual reality will be there, and so will the Bad Influence film crew. Future will be hosting the first Bad Influence National Games Championship. The preliminary round started across the country last week, and judging by the prizes, the Manchester winner Jeff Treasure walked away with, the finger fiddling and joystick juggling was well worth it.
Mario is soon to reappear in Super Mario Kart on the SNES. That fearless little plumber has taken to the racetrack and has brought his Mushroom World friends and enemies with him.
Mario's been very busy as he appears again here in Mario Land 2 on the Game Boy, due out early December. It promises to have all the fun of Mario Land and more. This time you can see Mario twizzle and spin and even fly when he gets some bunny ears.
Oh. If you still think gameplay requires too much effort, meet the Turbo Touch 360 control pad. It takes the strain out of pad bashing as it's touch sensitive.
They claim to improve your scores by helping you play longer. Versions to fit most machines should be in the shops by January and will cost you around £20.
And now for a mega first.
20 quid.
Streets of Rage 2, the unfinished version. All the street action you'd expect, plus the secret weapons hidden inside ordinary looking objects. This 16 meg game, the biggest ever for the Mega Drive, should be in the shops in January.
Remember where you saw it first, here on Bad Influence. Now for some more games reviews.
First up this week is Putty for the Amiga. It's a game like nothing you've seen before, a mixture of platform, puzzles and adventure. Here's Emma.
The object of the game is to collect bots, which are just robots, and to take them back to the spaceship so that they can go back to their home planet. Putty's a bit hard to control because it does so many things when it squidges and slimes. I like Putty's graphics because the colours make Putty stand out, and the backgrounds are good with the trees. I like the sound effects, the way it screams and the gun shoots. Over there there's a punk rocker with some sunglasses and a gun who's trying to kill me. I'd definitely buy Putty, and I've already recommended it to one of my friends.
It's too sluggish. Great graphics and sound, but it's not a good game.
Graphics are really good, especially for cat, and it's not too fast, and it's pretty playable. And the score is Putty. The boy gave it 2 out of 5, and the girl gave it 4 out of 5.
Next is Super Smash TV for the Game Gear. It's a classic arcade shoot-'em-up based on a futuristic TV game show. It's already appeared in other formats. Here's Lakesh.
The graphics are kind of dull. The idea behind it is quite simple. Just destroy everything on the screen and collect the power-ups. This is the Mutoid Man, and he's the end-of-level guardian for level 1. To get through the level, it's fairly simple, but once you reach this guy, you need a lot of credits to get past him. I've been spending approximately 10 minutes just to complete this guy, and I'm not really getting very far, or I don't really know if I am. I'm dead. I wouldn't really buy Smash TV. There are better games out for the Game Gear, and personally I prefer Pac-Man to it.
It was quite good, but it was really difficult to see what was going on.
It's okay, but the directional fire isn't very good on the Game Gear.
And the scores for Super Smash TV, the boys only gave it 2 out of 5, and the girls 3 out of 5.
Generous. Girls are generous.
And finally, it's Battletoads for the NES. Here's Amanda.
Graphics on this are really fun, and cartoons, and you can really take your aggression out on them. And what I'm hitting at the moment is one of the monsters, and you've got to kill it twice in order for it to actually die. And then you pick up its bones, and you can hit them with this instead. This is level 2, and the gameplay is completely different. The graphics are really amazing. I mean, just look at these pictures, and the music isn't irritating, which is really good as well.
So many times on the Game Boy.
This game's just amazing, and I definitely buy it.
The graphics are really good, but I'm not that keen on it. It's just gratuitous violence.
I like the graphics. This is a good game.
And the scores for Battletoads, the boys gave it 4 out of 5,
say that.
and the girls gave it 4 out of 5.
Tip of the week. I hope you still got that pen and paper ready. Remember, never share a joypad with someone who's been eating treacle sandwiches. Zool is the best-selling game this week on the Amiga, and here's how to cheat at it. When the game's loading, you get this screen. Type in Goldfish. The screen flashes. Well, it would, wouldn't it? Because you're now in cheat mode. Keys F1 to F6 let you choose any world that you want. There are some other cheats on the other keys, but you'll have to find those out for yourselves.
Thanks, Nam. He'll be turning up every week with tips and hints and cheats. But don't let that put you off. There'll be some interesting stuff too.
Yeah, we're going to be asking some serious questions of the game's manufacturers, like, why do console cartridges cost up to £65?
But Bad Influence isn't just about games. We'll also be finding out about all the other exciting things computers can do, like this, for instance.
And you don't even get a
And now
cartridge
for
these
something
days.
completely different.
Sorry, I'll say that again. And now for somebody completely different.
That wasn't quite as painful as it looked. It's a computer trick called morphing, which is short for metamorphosing. You've probably seen it in commercials or films. This is Igor. Igor's brilliant. He's a very clever little robot. He learns just like we do by trying things out, making mistakes and learning from them. Later in the series, we'll show you how he learned to hop like that all by himself.
And don't forget the Bad Influence magazine, available from mid-November. It's packed full of tips and reviews and info on the programme. And that's about it for this week, except the competition. And the question is as follows. What are the names of our two Humanosaur characters? That's those two on the screen behind me.
Here's a clue. The answer's not Violet and Andy, but if you think you know what it is, put it on a postcard or a stuck-down envelope and send it to us here at Bad Influence to reach us by next Monday, please. First out of the sack, we'll get a Nintendo action pack with Super Scope, but better than that, you'll get a Bad Influence t-shirt as well. Don't forget to video the data blast for the address. That starts in a couple of seconds.
And we'll leave you with a clip of Sonic 2. It's a very special secret level that only 2 people and a blue hedgehog know the code for.
See you Saturday 9:25 for What's Up Doc. Take care. Bye-bye.
Data blast time, here we go. Let's have a quick watch of the data blast. So it worked now on my mission. So just pause it. My system saw that, some charts there. Bad Influence Season 1, Episode 1. That's not actually as bad as I thought. Right, let me bring it back to chatter. There we go. That was alright. That wasn't as bad as I thought. Huh? I think, what should we do next time? Should we mix up with a bit of like Nightmare or something like that? Or we keep going with Bad Influence, or throw a random Games Master in there? I think it just breaks it up a little bit, doesn't it? Right, what I was going to say, actually, there's a last week there was a game, it's a homebrew version of Super Mario Land. When I saw Super Mario Land 2 on Bad Influence there, it reminded me. So it's only a 1 level demo, but it's Mario Land, but given a Mario Land 2 sort of graphical makeover. You can play it in the browser. I played it on the Mister. It looks nice, doesn't quite run, it struggles a little bit, bless it. Be interested to see how it runs on like the Analog Pocket or something like that, but I presume it'd be pretty much the same as playing it on the Mister here. Sort of, yeah, struggles a little bit. It's a little bit framey, but I mean, it looks really nice, sounds nice. I think it was just like a tech demo. I don't think there was sort of any plans to sort of develop it further. Obviously Nintendo would be straight on it, but yeah, where did I see it? I saw it on the Time Extension website. So if you head over to Time Extension, shout out to those guys over there. Yeah, head over to Time Extension, and they always summarize like the news for the week, and it'll be one of the news stories in there. It's worth playing. It doesn't take long. It's like, I don't know, like the level's like a minute or something like that. But it was interesting. It was interesting to see, I thought, anyway. Very interesting to see. Right. What shall we do? Should I say what I've been up to? What I've been up to since the last episode? Not too much in terms of pickups. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, yeah, not too much in terms of pickups. I think what I'm doing, I'm sort of just holding back on my pickups for when I go to Play Expo in a couple of months, and so I'll maybe get a couple of bits when I'm there. In terms of what I've been playing, obviously Ninja Cop. Just started Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. So that was originally a PSP game. I've just started that for the community playthrough over on the Discord channel there. Played through the first level, I think, a prologue in the first level, and because I'm debating whether to just wait and play it on the Switch, so I've got it handheld. I feel like it's going to be better suited to be playing short bursts. That's obviously when it released, that's how it was designed and intended to be played. The version that I've been playing was the Xbox 360 collection, which, I mean, it looks nice on the big screen and that, but I feel like handheld is probably where the best to play that. And I want to get the collection that's coming out, Metal Gear Collection 2, because it's got Metal Gear 4 on, and I've been waiting to play that again, so I've got that on the PS3. Absolutely love it. Great game. I haven't played it in years, so yeah, I really want to go back. Chris Worthington, he's adamant that it's not held up. He's not a fan, but yeah, I loved it back in the day. Loved it. Yeah, pickups. I don't think I've had any. What else have I been up to? Well, the North Bristol Retro Meet last week. That was good fun. Chatting to a few of the guys. Kev, one of the he's one of the organisers, and Steve. So Kev's one of the developers, formerly over at Limited Run. So I had a good chat with him. Yeah, that was good. Shout out to a couple of the guys. It was Darren and what's his name? He finished third on the. Let me get that up because that's bad. That crazy. When we played Crazy Taxi on the Discord high score playthrough, he came third. So yeah, shout out to Darren and to Pins. It's in here somewhere. Come on. 2026. Oh dear. Got like sausage fingers on the go here. Right, Dreamcast, which was, so you would have had 15 points. Razor Dark Cash, apologies for forgetting. Yeah, nice guys. It was good to chat to you. Yeah, we'll catch you at the next one. So for anyone who's sort of based in Bristol, they do those every sort of couple of months down at the Almondbury Collective. I think I mentioned it on them. We had a chat with them on the back of the Donkey Kong Kongoth episode. So yeah, definitely go and check that out. That was good fun. What else we got? We got Play coming up. A few other bits and pieces in the pipeline. So yeah, look out for that. What else have I? Spider-Man, of course. Went to see the new Spider-Man last week. Absolutely loved it. Thought it was really good. It's very much a more grounded Spider-Man compared to sort of the last one where he's sort of time hopping and multiverse hopping and all the rest of it. There's none of that in this. I won't give any spoilers away because obviously it's only been out a couple of weeks, but well worth a watch and intrigued to see where they go next with the movies. I'll be honest, I've completely fallen off the Marvel stuff. There was just too much of it. It was too saturated. There was too many characters that I wasn't really interested in. But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see where they go with this next. They used to have phase. They used to call it phases, didn't they? Like phase 1 of the Marvel MCU. So I have no idea what phase we're on now. But I'm interested to see where they go with this next sort of phase of movies, if you like. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Well worth a see. Well worth a watch. Mr. Regan's in the house. How we doing, Chris? All right. Did I miss it? I'm guessing you're referring to Bad Influence. You did, mate. Yeah, we just finished it. It was good. It was good. If you don't mind, watching this back again, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. Like I say, for the next one, maybe if we don't do episode 2, we'll mix it up, do like a Nightmare or something. I haven't watched any of them back in Donkey's years, or maybe we're watching old Tomorrow's World. I don't want to make it too long, so it's nothing longer than like 20-30 minutes max. But yeah, just something, breaks up the gaming and the chit chat doing it. Right, shall we do a little bit of Spectrum? Whilst we're speaking of Spectrum, working on a video for Kickstart 3, Chris. Nice one. Yeah, looking forward to to hearing how that was, mate. Looking forward to that. Yeah, Spectrum Next. Some big news broke yesterday for those that are backing the third Kickstarter. Where are we looking? So what I'll do, I'll read this out because I won't read it all out. I'll sort of give you the highlights from it. But exciting news on the third Kickstarter for the Spectrum Next. But it's still loading. But basically, the production has finished on the machines. They are. Where are they? They either are in the process of or have been loaded. This is why I wanted to make sure I get this right. This is why I wanted to make sure I get this right. So this went live yesterday. Shipping of the ZX Spectrum Next is about to start. Machines are neatly packed onto pallets and ready for loading into containers for dispatching to distribution centres in Europe and the UK. This will happen next week, or as this is August the 12th to the 14th to be exact. So important to mention this because it does say it later on in the update that the surveys that they send out haven't gone out yet. As of now, the surveys haven't gone out yet. But keep an eye on your inbox because they will be going out. Because obviously, then even if you've like moved house or whatever, doesn't matter until the survey is completed. That is where they'll ship the devices to. You know, the Spectrums to. In terms of an ETA, it does give you. It does say there's a few short hops on the way. As the forwarders tell us, now obviously with everything that's going on in the world, this is set in jelly as it were, but as of this update, they're expected to arrive in the last week of September, barring any hold up, as I quote, at key waypoints. But that's exciting. That is exciting. So if you've backed it, keep an eye out on your emails for the survey. And hopefully, fingers crossed, end of September, arriving, so presumably some point in October, on your doorstep, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I haven't read it, but there's a review in the new Next Crash magazine. So some time ago they split Crash down into sort of Spectrum and Spectrum Next, and so in the next version there's I believe there's a feature on Dreamtime Monty, which by all accounts is well worth a play. There's a physical of that coming down the road, and that is also included on the SD card on the Spectrum Next 3 Kickstarter. So exciting times, like that time of the year as well. It's just perfect in it for gaming like that. I find it to be like perfect for that time, for that type of gaming. But yeah, exciting times. Cannot wait for that. Cannot wait. Right, speaking of Spectrum, shall we play a couple of modern Spectrum games? We've got a horizontal shooter called Shadowfields. Now this came out in May. This year. It's from a developer called Gandalf. Both of these games are on itch.io, and they both featured in the latest Crash magazine as well, where they were reviewed by Kingy from over on RGDS. So shout out to Kingy. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Right. Let me switch over to the next. That's bouncing around doing its thing. And I'm going to have to get my keyboard out for this. Let me know again, like hopefully the volume's coming. Oh, you won't get any audio just at the minute. Let me switch that on. Right, let me switch the keyboard. As ever, the classic 8-bit do keyboard. Love this thing. Into the browser. games. And I tell you what, shall we do Blind Walker first, or shall we do let's do Shadowfields. Let's do Shadowfields. Shadowfields. There we go. Right, let me pop that there because I'm going to need that for. I'll play Blind Walker on the keyboard. Well, no, I could play it on the controller again. On the controller for this one, just so I'm not. You can't hear me like thumping away at the keys. But yeah, Shadowfields. I did have a little sort of 5-minute go on it. I think it's good. I think it's. If you played R-Type on the Spectrum, then you know exactly what you're getting. Or what was the one that came out a few months ago? Was it Go Bunny Gun? I think it was called. Yeah, I think it was Go Bunny Gun. But yeah, that was good. That was good. Enjoyed that. Right. There we go. Let's go for Kempston joystick. So this is obviously the 1-to-8 version as well. Some ballast looking. I swear I flew through them really. There are power-ups and stuff there. I've let them go. It's tough. It is tough. It's nice that you get a shooter as opposed to just sort of one hit and you're dead. So yeah, like I say, you get power-ups, these little weapon pickups. But only, that's me, I think. Nope, still got one life. I'm trying to think how much I paid for this. I think you can download it for free, but I always throw in a couple of dollars. It's one of those ones where you can sort of pay what you want. So yeah, I always like to throw in a couple of dollars. There we go, first level done, is it? Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, level completed. I thought that had just killed me off then. See if I can get that power up. Yeah. But it feels quite generous with the lives. Yeah, I'll be playing this on the next in a couple of months, hopefully. I think we're going to make level 3 here. Oh. Famous last words. That Shadowfields, I thought it was alright. Decent little shooter. Chris O'Regan. Great power up restore. I guess. Yeah, it did. Yeah. Nice scrolling. Yeah, agreed. Wonder Dog. Yeah, agreed. Oh. Oh, like that. we go. That's Shadow Fields. Again, available on itch.io. Let's jump on to the next one, because the next one is like a bit of a puzzle game, and so we'll see how far we get with that one. But I like that. Yeah, I like that. Good tunes. Scroll, like I say, scrolls nicely. I'll come back and play a bit more of that, I think. Right, where are we? I'm gonna have to do a soft reset. That'll take us back into the next. And I think it was up the top here somewhere. Blind Walker, there we go. There we go, there's another noisy one, Chris. But let's, I think this one's a little bit more easy to, this is easier to listen to. Oh, I just realised as well. No wonder it was so loud. You're probably getting all sorts of echo and stuff coming through there, because I got it coming through the TV speaker. You have to let us know. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Right, that's still coming through in it. Yeah, good stuff. Right, let's try it with the joystick again, with the control pad. Yeah, again, this one, Jonathan Caldwell on this one. Or involved with this one, I should say. Right, again, this was featured in this month's Crash Mag. I think it was Kingy who reviewed it again. Let me have a look. Let's make sure I get this right. There's a game in this month's mag as well called Bloodstone. Oh, that looks my cup of tea, that. Definitely want to, maybe I'll play that, and I'll stick up a review on the YouTube channel or something. But yeah, that looks great. It's a adventure game, fantasy sort of adventure game, soulsy sort of adventure game. Wow, it looks my cup of tea, that. Right, yeah. Blind Walker, it was. Who was it? Who reviewed it? Paul. There we are. Oh no, Gordon. Kingy. Where was Kingy again? Yeah, I was just reading Paul's take. Yeah, Kingy. It was Kingy. God, he reviews everything in that mag, doesn't he? Busy man. Very busy man, Kingy. Very busy. Right. Kempston. There we go. A storm drives Matt and his loyal dog Rocky into an old mansion. The door shuts. They are not alone. So I played as far as... Did I get into level 3? I think I got into level 3. Let me know if that's in the background is making too much din, because there's a nice little tune going off here. Right, so what do we have to do? Basically, we're the guide dog basically. So we've got to guide the dog. You control the guide dog to get the character through the level. So that's why I mentioned it's sort of a little bit lemmingsy, but so off we go. We got to guide him through, and from what I could work out earlier on, we have to be on the same level as him to get him to follow us. So we shout him over. So he's not actually following where you go, he's following your call when you call him. So off we go to the door. Now on this one, give him a shout, and then we run down here, because when he hits the bottom, we got caught. Oh, I missed it. He'll carry on going into them spikes as he just did. So we've got to be quick. I don't get why he's not turning. Have I got to wait until he's... Maybe got to wait until he's exactly on the floor. Now, there we go. It looks like we get infinite lives. So maybe we'll just play the first, I don't know, 10 levels or something. Yeah, Sleepwalker on the Amiga, Chris. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it is. I think I got an Evercade release as well, did it? I swear I think I'm sure I got an Evercade release. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it did. Right. Exit. Okay, right, so I've got to get him down this way. No, I've got to go up to him. Get him to follow me down, and there we go. I imagine this is going to get well complicated at later levels. Certainly far too complex for my little brain. But I think, again, for a do you know what? For a couple of like dollars, I think it's fantastic, and it's great to see stuff like this still getting made. I think this one is again, it's pay what you want donation, but yeah, for like a couple of bucks, yeah, fantastic. Right, got to get him to drop through the top, haven't we? There. So how do we get in? Can he? Oh, we can shout him through walls. Okay. But he's not going to bounce off the wall. Oh, I know it's going to kill me, innit? Oh no, it hasn't. Yeah. How do we get... Right, so you can reset the level as well on one. There we go, right, so we can reset the level. Okay, I can see what I've got to do. So we've got to go up the sides. Like that. So I've got to go to the other side. This is what I said. I'm not sure how many levels there are. But this is like just a chill little game. It's nice. I say that now. There's going to be, if I had here, there'll be levels like that would have me pulling my hair out. But I'm glad there's no like timer on it, so you can almost just sort of kick back, have a beer, cup of tea, whatever, and just chill and like review the level. It'd be nice to see some of these coming out on the Evercade as like a modern sort of Spectrum port. Now have I got to get... I've got to get there. Oh, of course, I just dropped through, didn't I? Yeah, it'd be nice to see these coming out on like a modern homebrew Spectrum cart or something like that. Yeah, no fall damage. That's a great shout, that, Chris. Yeah, no fall damage. It just feels like it's just been made to not frustrate, and just the focus of the game is purely on the puzzles and just enjoying the game rather than getting frustrated by timers or frustrated by lives and frustrated by fall damage. The focus is purely on the puzzles. Having said that, I'm guessing I've got to dodge this ghost. So we'll jump up there. Oh, I've done it again. Can't shout him down though. Right, let's wait for him to go. Cozy gaming. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I can't get up there. Right, that is a bit annoying, but at least you've got a reset button. Right, right, so now he's gonna die on the spikes. Right, so I'm gonna have to shout him over, leg it. All the way round, jump up. God, that's going to be tight, that. There we go, made it. Oh no! Oh, he's gonna hit the ghost. No, no, he hasn't. Oh no! There we go. Whew. Oh, I had to think about that one then. A lot going on. Right. So now I've got to get him through the floor. How do I get him over the... how do I get him over them spikes? Let's get him to walk off there, that's fine. Oh no, he's gonna... Oh no, he's gonna get eaten by the ghost. Right, have I got a... If I push that through there, then drop down, then push that over, then give him a shout. There we go. Nice. Right. If he hits that box, is he gonna... Right, he's gonna walk that way, isn't he? So I've got to use the box. And now I can't get back. Right. I reckon he's going to walk over the top of that box. Let's see. Right. Okay. Push that there. And that there. Shout him over. Shout him over. He should hit that box and bounce back. No! What about if I time it? Let's see. Go on, go on. Oh, I reckon you can. I reckon you can time that. So if I time it when he's at the bottom, no. Let's try the top. Go on, go on. Oh no! Don't go that way, you idiot. No. So he's just going to hit that box. There's no way of getting... Come on. So it was just before the top, I reckon. Now. No. Come on. Ah. I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? There's got to be a better way of doing this. Got to be a better way of doing this. There's got to be a better way. Right, what am I doing wrong here? It's that box, isn't it? I'm missing something with that box. Maybe not pushing it over so much. Just so I've got a bit more platform to walk on. Oh no, I pushed the wrong button. Right. Like that. And then shouting back. Oh, come on, I'm not on the right level, was I? Ah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Maybe do I have to be above him? Will that work? Or have I got to properly be on the same level? Gotta be on the same level. Right. That's annoying. That's annoying me. Right, come on, O'Regan. I bet you're screaming at your screen at the moment. What am I missing here? What am I missing? What am I missing? Let's get this level done and then we'll head over to the arcade cab to finish off. I've done it once, but I kind of feel like that's not how you're supposed to do it. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe that is how you're supposed to do it. So, oh, I've timed that perfect. No, I haven't. Right, just bring him back and send him through when he's at the highest point. Now. No. missed it. Right, now. Yes. No. Yes. Boom! There we go. Come on. I'm not sure that was how you're supposed to do it, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Right, what's the next one? Guys, like, it's addictive, this. Right, okay, so I've got to get the boxes down. But I can't jump up. So push a box down. And dodge the spikes. This one looks straightforward, but it's going to be about. There we go. Push that down. There we go. Right. So push that one over the spikes. That one over those spikes. And away we go. Enjoyed it. This level reminds me of that level in Manic Miner dude drops at the top of the map. Yeah, I know which one you mean, Chris. You're on about Eugenie's layer in Manic Miner. I think it's like level 5, I think it is. Yeah, it's very much so, yeah. Right. That's obviously got to go onto those spikes there. I wonder if... Can we push it through? Oh no, we're going to push him onto the spikes. No! Right. So there's some sort of lever there. Oh, is that going to switch? Yeah, it switches it off. And push that through there. Call him over. Oh, it's on a timer. Oof, didn't realise that. Right, that's clearly got to go there. What's that do? Nothing. Okay. What's the point in that? Oh, of course, right, okay, so he... Oh no, I'd say it all up. Oh, bloody hell. Right, we'll do this level, then that's 10. That's a nice round number. I like that. I like this game. I'm going to come back to this. Right, don't... Oh, I can push it off that way, I suppose. Right, so now I've got to time it so that when he comes down these stairs... Perfect. Go on. Oh, no. Oh, I thought I got that. Oh, that was lucky. Right. So, oh no. I'm gonna have to... Oh, for God's sake. It's because it's up to jump, so if I'm redefining the keys on like the keyboard, I'm 100% having a dedicated jump button. Right, so I've got to time this. Probably actually, as he's coming through about there. So I need like a full run. That should be good. That should be good. Oh no, I went through too early. I think we've got it this time. So we'll wait for him to go back. And I reckon if we go now. Yeah. Nicely done. Oh, I like that. That's well. I think that's well worth a little cheeky pick up. That. So we're on to stage 11 now. Yeah, I don't know how many stages there are. 35. Quick check of the review. 35 levels. I'm going to come back to this because that is, yeah, I like that. That's good. Well worth a pick up that for a couple of quid or whatever it is you want to throw at them. Itch.io, Blind Walker. This one's called. What I'll do when I'm done. All the games that I play tonight, I'll write them down in the little sort of comments below. And we could even put links to the itch.io page actually. And then you can go straight there. Because it's just a tap file. So you can, yeah, just you can play it on your 128 on a tap file using like a div MMC. Or the next, or the Mister as I am until my next arrives. Right. Let's switch over to the arcade cab. We're going to play a Namco game now. It's a vertical shooter called Dangerous Seed. So why am I playing this? It's a game I'd never heard of until I listened to the recent 10 Pence Arcade podcast episode. This is their current game. I think it's got at least like another 12 days to run or something like that to get a score in. It's playable on the Switch, so Arcade Archives is one of those games that Arcade Archives have put up. So it's playable on Switch 2, and I think they're also on PlayStation as well. So PS4, PS5, you should be able to play it. Normally about £5 or £6, I think, the Arcade Archives games. It's obviously also on Mister, so that's the version I'm going to play. What I'll do, I'll switch this over now, down here, somewhere, and we should switch over to Dangerous Seed. There we go. Happy days, it does work. It does work. I did a little bit of prep earlier, you'd never guess. Right. Hopefully we've got some audio coming through. Let me... I'm not sure what I've got coming through now, whether I've got Mister from my TV or I've got Mister. So if I reboot that, there we go. So the only audio coming through now should be on the arcade cab. Hopefully. What I'm doing now is looking for the waveform to start bouncing around when it hits the attract screen. But it looks like, okay, if I switch to, there we go, that's what I'm after. There we go. Right, let's head over, let's play some Dangerous Seed. I've got to about level 3, I think is my top score, so we'll have a couple of credits and we'll see how we go. I can still see the chatter from what I'll do, I'll make that a little bit bigger as well, so I can still see it from over on the arcade cab there. And shall we dim some lights? Let's dim some lights. Let's get a bit of mood lighting to finish off. If I can find it on here. There we go. the best. That's not exactly what I wanted. Right, which one's that? That's... Ooh. Ooh. Oh no, TV bulb. Oh, a donut. There we go. That's what I'm after. Right. I'm heading over there. Doing a bug game. Is it a bug game? Oh, of course it is. Yeah, Dangerous Seed. That ties in with the... Yeah, sorry, Chris. Yes, Chris Regan's just pointed out you're doing a bug game, which ties into the recent RGDS podcast episode where they looked at bug games. Yeah, there you go. Didn't even realise that. Yes, mate. Yeah, it's intentional. Always intentional. It's always intentional. I'll just catch up on the comments actually before I head over. I've got Way of the Exploding Fist for the next at Kickstart 3. Oh, nice. Oh, awesome. Let me turn that off. There we go. Yeah, we'll have to have a good catch up on that, mate. Because one of the things I'm hoping at Play, when I go over to Play, there's going to be some next vendors there because I can't make Crash this year. So it'd be nice to, it'd be nice to pick up a couple of like more physicals. I've got the Baggers in Space, and I've got a couple of others, I think. But yeah, it'd be nice to pick up a couple more. Just, I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to go more physical now after the whole PlayStation debacle, but not for like the old stuff. So not for like the old Mega Drive and the old Master System stuff, because that stuff is too expensive now for me. I'm kind of in a tough place with it. I know I've spoken with Chris. I'm in such a tough place with it because I love playing modern games. And I appreciate that the cost and everything else, but I don't want to be paying $1,000 for a PS6 without a CD, without a disc drive, man. When is Play Expo? I'm actually sitting here organising a trip for Pat. It's October, mate. First weekend in October. It's the Saturday and the Sunday. I'll be going up on the Friday, meeting up with a few people, and then there's some stuff that's being announced this week. That will sort of, I don't want to steal anyone's thunder or anything like that, so yeah, just keep tabs. But I'm going up Friday. Saturday, Sunday, coming back like Sunday night, so I'll be there all day Sunday as well, mate. So if you just like, yeah, well, we can chat off stream, mate. We can chat off stream about lifts or anything else. But yeah, right. Let's head over and do some arcade gaming. Hopefully, let me move that out of the way. There we go. We'll stand up for this one, so we'll move the stool out of the way. And hopefully, right, there we go. Let's just bring that over a little bit closer. Not much closer. But right, yeah, so you can still see what I'm playing. Basically, we've got HDMI going from here into a little switch on the PC. That's got a little selector. So one mister is on point 1, like switch position 1, and then the other mister is on switch position 2. And I've just basically switched those over when I wanted to come over to the arcade cab. And that's basically how, and then they both run, so then that feeds out into a capture card. So yeah, let me twist that because I noticed that's on the, it was on the piss a little bit. There we are. Hopefully that's better. I don't want you in Wonko vision. So yeah, was it the Norbrecht? Yes, it's at the, so players at the Norbrecht Castle, mate. I've got stopping there though. I've heard all sorts of horror reports about that. So I'm stopping at a little bed and breakfast, which is down by the arcade club. So the plan will basically do like play during the day, It rhymes. And then head over to the arcade club after play is finished. Should be good, man. I've never done a play, so I'm looking forward to it. Right, let's play a bit of Dangerous Seed. Let's chuck a credit in. 89 Namco game, and apparently this also got a port to the Mega Drive. The little bit in the top corner will clear, so when you put your first credit in, it always, I don't know why, but it always throws up like a little information thing. I'm gonna drop a credit in. Hopefully that's coming through all right, and you can hear me all right. Triple I. And again, really nice touch on this one. You can just hold in the shoot button. You don't have to keep smashing it, which is very handy. I've been playing a little bit of 1942, which is obviously the opposite. I'm getting a little bit better at that. I'm scoring over 100,000 now. Trying to just get to that. I believe there's a boss around sort of like six or seven levels in. So I'm trying to get to that first boss, and I'm dying just shy of it. But obviously that's sort of taken a little bit. That sort of fell aside a little bit whilst I've been playing this. Another good touch with this, you get a little life bar as opposed to one hit kill, which is so just makes it much more sort of user friendly. So take out his little legs, so stop him. So we've got to shoot his little eyes. Oh, I've only got one hit left in the tank. Shoot his eyes. There we are, he's down. First level's down. So into stage 2. And it ramps. Yeah, it doesn't give you any more life back, by the way. The difficulty ramps pretty quick. You have got a bomb. I stupidly didn't use any. Should have used it really, because they all reset after you lose your lives. Let's try and get over it. Again, with these games, it's not always about hitting every single enemy. Sometimes you just gotta let them. You've gotta let a few go sometimes. Let's see if I can hit the boss. Got some energy back, which is handy. Right, I think the boss is coming up, is he? I need at least a couple of health bars for the boss. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, come on. So I think you get, with this boss, there's two of them that you have to take out. So again, it's just like you have to concentrate on taking out one. There they are. Whew, there we go. So I've got one ship left, 4 energy bars, and to be honest, they'll go pretty quick, I imagine here. I think the top score's about 20,000. Oh no. shoot. I'd like that you can shoot these the little bubbles and everything as well. Just, it feels like it's not. It's an arcade game, so it obviously is trying to rinse you for your money, but it kind of feels like it's on your side a little bit. I think we're into. Oh no, that was a bit naughty. That. I think we're into high school. Oh, come on. I've got one. No, game over. That's the furthest I've got. Well, that's high score anyway. One thing about Mr. Core is it doesn't save high scores. Some of them do, some of them don't. There we are, 24/7, 200. Happy with that. Right, I'm going to take a picture of that actually because I'll sub that. Here we are. Drop that in on the 10 pence. Right, what time are we on? Just after 10:30. Let's catch up on the chat a minute. Right, what are we going to do? Shall I have one more go on the arcade on something? I quite like that Dangerous Seed, it's good. But I do find with these, with some of these like shooters, they're intense. You can't put to. I find like that. So it's all right with that one because you can hold in the shoot button. But I find with some of them, if you're constantly hammering that button, then yeah, I end up like you get arcade hand. Got my hotel of choice with PAX. Nice, PAX West. Nice one, Chris. Mate, that's on my it's on my bucket list to get over to PAX one day, mate. Maybe maybe one for like the 50th or something like that in a few years' time. Right, what are we gonna do? Shall we do one more game and then we'll call it a night there? I reckon. Another game that I've been playing a bit recently is I've gone back to Bomb Jack. So I've been playing a bit of Bomb Jack, just trying to hit 500,000. That's been like my aim. But man, oh, I'm not quite getting it. I tell you what, let's have a couple. Let's have one run at 1942. I put 41 on, I think there. We're upside down. We'll have one run at 1942. Then we'll have a Bomb Jack, because these could either, depending on how 1942 goes. Oh, hello, you're sideways. Oh, right, hang on. Wasn't expecting that. Rotate screen scan. Yes, there we go, right. There we go. So that's rotated it for you guys, but mine is still the right way around on the CRT. So what we'll do, I'll save that so for next time. There we go, right. Bit of yeah, so this will either go okay and it'll last a few minutes, or it'll be terrible, I'll be dead in a few seconds, and then we'll go straight into a bit of Bomb Jack. Right, here we go. But yeah, I did all that with the arcade monitor, faffing around with it, and oh Jesus, I did all that with the arcade monitor, faffing around with it, and to play Dirt Don Patch. Specifically Dirt Don Patch 2, and I've gone and started playing 1942, so there we go. one thing I do like about this game, it does give you lives back. So if you can get it going, it's not the end of the world. Like losing a life, losing 3 like that is ridiculous. I feel like I've shown myself off a little bit there. Right, let's chuck another credit in. Let's burn the timer down. We'll call that a warm-up go. And then we'll have a bomb jack. And then we'll call it a night there. There we go, that's better. Oh, I was watching the red bonus aircraft at the top of the screen instead of watching the bottom. There we go, so that's what I said about the lives, it does give you, it does give you extra lives, which feels like it's almost on your side. Good, if you get over 90% as well, then it gives you a little score boost. Now on this level, the power-ups are screen clears. Got it yet? Oh. It's pretty useless now, to be honest, because there's no enemies on the screen. The next one comes in handy because I think you get a couple of the bigger aircraft. Whoa. Missed them. Oh, you've got to get this. Yeah, there we go. Right, there we go. That comes in handy, that one. And then on the next level, the power up is, it gives you like some little ships at the side of you, some little aircraft at the side of you. Nice. Well, I did a little bit better. Concentrate on taking one out rather than trying to hit them both. Here we go, if I can get it. No, I've missed it. Oh no. Oh, I saw that coming as well. Oh, there we go. Tough game, man. Tough game, but good. Sadly, this is another one that doesn't save your high scores. Let's just catch up on the comments again. Such a tough shooter. Yeah, it is, mate. It's nails. It's proper nails. But I feel like it's nails, but it's fair. It's pretty generous with the lives. I think you get another one about 80,000. So yeah, it feels fair. It's not. You can dodge them with using the loop. You've got to remember. I always forget to use the loop. So yeah, it feels fair. Right, let's do a bomb jack then, and then we'll call it a night there. B.O. There we go. I do like it. You get all these little yeah, that's come up the right way. Yes, it has. Yeah, wasn't sure if I was going to put it sideways again. Right, you get the little startup checks where it's like checking the little dip switch settings. I have to go for the power stance on this one. Again, I'm hitting the same level every single time. This one does save your scores, as you've just seen. This one does save your scores. I was trying to remember back to when we did a high score challenge on this. It's a few years ago now, and I'm sure I hit 400,000. I'm sure I did. I might be wrong, but I thought I hit 400,000. At the minute, I'm hitting 341. I'm pushing for 5. If I can hit 500, I'll be chuffed. But we'll have one credit on this, and then we'll call it a night there. Again, that little sort of information text box will disappear. And he shows up for the first credit. Right. I messed this up massively. There we go. Got away with it. Oh, it does annoys me on this game when the little P pops up just as you collect the last one. I swear there must be some sort of like bug or something. I don't know what it is, but it annoys me. Right, we'll wait for the P to come up. Oh, I missed it. Right, let's get it now. There we go. Then we'll pick him up. Take that. Take that. Oh! I was lucky there. Very lucky. Right, I don't want to collect the P just yet. Wait for him to come over. Oh! I was thinking he was going to come over. Oh. Right. Get him to drop. I get over and now get the P. Get that one. There we go. Should be a 30,000, I think. Yeah. Then get that one, then get up there. That bird's up there now. I took my eyes off. I was expecting to land on the platform. Savage. I should get an extra life up here on this level. You should get an extra little life pop up on that level. Right, this is an absolute free-for-all, this one. So just... Oh. I was about to say get through it. Right, last credit of the evening. That's the way I was supposed to go. That's better. We'll blame the beers. Get that one yet. Don't want to collect the P just yet. Now we'll collect the P, but I don't. There we go. Oh, it's going to make this bit a little bit trickier. There we go. So most of the time you can get back down and you can get that last enemy. Oh no! Damn it, I didn't want to get that yet. Oh no! Oh! So bloody annoying. I could have got that P then and I would have been home and dry. Right, come on. Missed it. Now I'm in a bit of bother here. I might just have to get these in any order. Oh god, that was busy. Extra life though, come on. Let's just get off of this level. Whew. Come on, come on. Yes. I get it. You just gotta get through that level. Right, so it should be a 50 on this. Oh, fuck. Right, absolutely gnaws this right up. No, absolutely gnaws that right up then. This should be a 50 if I can get through it. Too early. Too early. Let's just get through the level now. I'm not going to beat the high score, so let's just see if we can get to level 10. Oh, nice. Yeah, there we go. And just wait for the P to come up. I tell you what, it's infinitely more fun when you're not trying to go for a high score. Oh. I'm sure I made it to about level 12 or something when we were playing it way back when. There we go. Right, so let's catch up with the comments quickly and then we'll call it a night. I'm wheeling back in. There we go. Right. Oh, O'Regan's off to bed. He's gone to bed. Good night, mate. Right, well, thank you everyone for stopping by. I tell you, let's put some lights on. Which one is it? It's middle. That's not right. Middle colour. There we go. A bit of light. Awesome. Right, yeah. Thank you for stopping by. I'll catch you on the next one. Maybe we'll get one done in a few weeks' time. With the start of September. Trying to think. Oh yeah, we'll have a new high score game by then. Hopefully I'll have completed Ninja Cop. Well, what else have we got coming up on the pod? We got lots of bits in. We've got lots of bits in the pipeline, as it were. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned to the feed. Interviews coming up, episode ideas. Yeah, just keep your eye on the feed and on the YouTube channel. Chris there was obviously at the Kickstart this weekend. So he's been working. He's working on the video. So look out for that. and I will catch you on the next one. Any ideas for games in the next live stream that I do, or TV show suggestions, drop them in here, drop them on the Discord, and I'm sure I'll pick them up. And in the meantime, I shall see you on the next one. Bye bye.